What's up, CP fam? Listen, today we're going to talk about how to lose belly fat and how to get visible abs. Listen, the reason why you guys aren't seeing the results in the gym doing all those core and ab exercises is because no one's telling you guys the truth.
Listen, so today we're going to give you guys 7 tools to help lose more body fat and gain more visible abs.
All right, if you had to rate my physique, what do I get? 1 through 10? What I get? Make sure you guys stay to the end because you're going to need all 7 tips to really get those results. Let's get straight into it.
All right. Tip number 1, guys, you're going to make sure you're moving your body every day. Like, stop being a couch potato. And also, at least try to go to the gym about 2-3 times a week, starting off.
Yeah, you know, when I first met C, she was dragging her feet, playing around. And I was like, listen, you're not going to get those results unless you work out every single day. So I had to really get her on a routine. And she started, as you guys can see, she started to get in shape. So it's really important, guys. Some people say, hey, like, how do you get rid of that belly fat? How do you get rid of that tummy? And I tell them, you know, the best way to get rid of that tummy is to just make sure you're being active. Guys, like something I do just to start my day off when I wake up in the morning, you know, I drink about 8 to 16 ounces of water, and then I go out for like just a 20-minute walk, and that gives me like 2,000 steps, 2,500 steps right there. So that's something easy you can do. So when you say you don't have time, you have time. You can make time during your lunch break. You know, I'm a busy professional as well. You know, I'm doing IT, different things of that nature. So I find time to move my body, whether that's on my lunch break. So when they stressing me out at my job, I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to just be a full-time YouTuber. So make sure you guys subscribe to the page. After those meetings, I get up and I go for a walk and I come back in, that clears my head. So that's a way to really like easily get in shape, is just to really make sure you're moving your body every single day and going to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, guys. You should be a regular in your gym. You want people to know who you are. If you go into the gym and no one's ever seen you before, that's not what you want. You really want to make sure that you're on a strict routine. You know, maybe every other day you're going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know, make it work for you.
All right, tip number 2, you're gonna try to plan around your social events.
Yes, guys. So look, like, see, she was out last night at, yeah, she was out last night eating good, drinking good, and I was just like, you gotta plan, like, if you know that you're gonna go out and you wanna make sure you're counting your calories, so you wanna save some space. I'm not saying don't go out. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that tell you, hey, don't make sure you never go out, don't ever eat out. But if it's okay to eat out, but you wanna make sure that you plan for it. If you know you're gonna have a big dinner, then you know you wanna make sure you have a light breakfast or a light lunch to save space for that. You know, typically when you go to these fast food or you go to these restaurants, they're really high in their carbs and their fats. So you want to make sure when you're in the house, you know, you load up on your protein earlier that day. You load up on your protein, you load up on your vegetables, and you're really light on the carbs and the fats. So then that way when you go out, because you know you're going to consume those carbs and those fats at dinner. Like C over here. C came in the day stumbling, drunk or whatever, and had to rehydrate, you know what I mean? So it's like,
you want to come and make a speech? Hush up, boy, as my mother would say.
What do you think about that?
I agree with what you're saying. I feel like it's okay every once in a while. He's saying once every month to go treat yourself to like a good meal, you know, some soul food or something. That's what I had, soul food. But I agree, you definitely need to plan around your social events so you're not like skipping out on your workout or missing days where you could be putting some work in. So, yeah.
And even me, for myself, I always work on my physique, trying to build up my body. So, you know, I do have friends. Like, obviously, like, I have friends, they have birthdays. I'm not going to not attend my friend's birthday, but I still want to get my visible, you know, get my body right, get my abs right. So what I do is, you know, I make sure if I do go out, I may just get the steak and Brussels sprouts. I don't need the fried chicken, yams. What was the soul food? We don't need all that, you know what I mean? We could just keep it straight protein and, you know, have some, you know, some nice veggies. One of my favorite vegetables are Brussels sprouts, depending on how they make it. It really depends on how they make it. So that's something easy you can do where you can still, you know, have that social life that you want to have, still enjoy, you know, and even if you are consuming alcohol, just drink it straight. You know, it doesn't need to be alcohol with a bunch of juices and everything. Maybe you could just have some shots and things like that. Are you a shot type of girl, or you like a nice little cocktail? What's up?
I'm really a wine girly, so okay. A glass of wine, or yeah, I prefer a shot over a drink, a mixed cocktail or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and wine is really good for you. Wine is also healthy for the heart, so that's something easy you can do, and that's tip number 2. All right, guys. So listen, man, I've been working on my physique for a little while now. You know, I done built up the abs. Got it going crazy. You know what I mean? Right, see?
Right. I see it.
You see it? Look, got a little. All right. If you had to rate my physique, what do I get? 1 through 10? What I get? What do I get?
I don't want to like give you too much. Like,
am I flexing?
Out of 10, let's.
Hey, you guys, let me know in the description below. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if it's a 9, 10, 5. Let me know what y'all think. Stay tuned to the end to get her full response. Tip number three, you really want to make sure you don't eat after 6 o'clock or at least 2 hours before bed. I was able to see huge results when I really stopped eating so late. A lot of times when you're eating at 10 o'clock at night, you're really not building good habits. And what happens is when you're eating that late, there's nothing healthy open that late. So now you're going out. Now if you finish the food in the house, now you're going out to eat Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. So I highly recommend, I stopped eating after 6 o'clock or at least 2 hours before bed, and it really helps build food discipline. The reason why so much of us are gaining body fat is because we don't have good food discipline. We have to work on this. Like I do things like intermittent fasting just to really help develop that discipline. My discipline with food is really, really high. The only time I struggle is when I'm going out. It's my birthday or somebody else's birthday. So I try to be mindful and I try to plan accordingly when I know I'm going out and I'm going to hang out with friends. But how's your food? How do you feel about your food discipline and things like that?
I feel like my food discipline is really good recently. I like to taste better, like healthier foods anyway. I have grown to like that over greasy, fast food type of stuff. So
yeah, because I feel like when I met you, you was a foodie.
I'm still a foodie for real, but I don't really geek for it anymore.
Okay. So and that's the thing. I feel like I do notice as we get older, our taste really starts to change. Before I used to be at 7-Eleven eating crazy and Taco Bell, and now it's kind of changed. Now the upper end, restaurants, nice, a little bit of salmon, a little bit of steak. So that way, if I am going over on my calories, at least it's nutrient dense food. So guys, you really want to make sure something that can be very beneficial is make sure you're not eating after 6 o'clock or at least 2 hours before bed. That's something easy you can do to really start implementing. And I promise you, if you do that and you're walking more, you'll start to see that weight just fall off your body easily. And that's tip number 3. What do you say? No,
it's hard not eating after 6 p.m.
No, it's not.
Hard. A little bit. It just depends on your lifestyle. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you're gonna have late dinners. I'm not saying that every day I don't. Every day I eat. I make sure to eat before 6 p.m. because that's not. Sometimes I have meetings at 7 p.m. So obviously after that 7 p.m. meeting, and I'm fortunate to have an online meeting. So imagine if I was taking a meeting somewhere else. So I get it. You're gonna have late dinners sometimes. But even when you do have those late dinners, when you have that dinner at 8 o'clock, that's fine. But that's fine. It shouldn't be every day. But that's okay if you have to eat that late. But you're still building those healthy habits because we're not gonna be perfect. The goal here is not to be perfect. I'm not perfect. The goal is not to be perfect. So if we say 6 o'clock, realistically, are we gonna eat every day before 6 o'clock? No. But it prevents us from not eating at 11 o'clock.
Right.
It prevents us from not going to the store, going to Chick-fil-A, and eating at that time. So also if you guys are new to fitness, if you guys are confused, if you guys need a workout plan, why not get the best fitness ebook out right now? And that's my ebook that I've created. It's a 3-month fitness plan for free. All you have to do is email me the word ebook at contentperformance@gmail.com and I'll get that over to you. So listen, what it's gonna provide is gonna be a 3-month meal plan of different options for you to eat, and it's gonna be an at-home fitness book so you can get exercises, and it's going to teach you guys progressive overload. So as you go by week, it's going to get more and more challenging, and it's body weight. You don't need dumbbells, you don't need the gym. For those of y'all that's scared to go to the gym, I get it. I'm introvert, you know what I mean? So I get a little bit intimidated when it's time to go to the gym as well. So just having something to do inside the house is perfect. And sometimes me being introverted, I don't always want to be around other people. So by having this ebook and I'm in the house, I'm in the crib, I can do this at home and I can really dial in and get my body right. Because guys, you don't need weights to be in shape. So many people think that fitness revolves around money. It's not about finances. Being in shape is about making healthy decisions. You going to McDonald's versus you making food in the house has nothing to do with your finances. It's more affordable for you to actually go grocery shopping than to eat out every single night. So it's really about what you're doing with your body. So listen, guys, make sure you guys email me the word ebook at contentperformance@gmail.com and I'll get you that ebook. Send it over immediately. Let's get it. Tip number 4, man, make sure you guys get a scale. And yeah, the scale don't lie. So if your weight went up or down on the scale, it's because your weight went up or down. What do you think about that?
I think it's really good to weigh yourself, but make it make sense. Don't get on the scale every 2 days because you're not going to see the changes you want. You need to actually put in the work and, maybe once a month, at the top of the month, weigh yourself and see what type of progress or not progress that you made,
Yeah, we call it the Truth Mondays. Every Monday is when I step on the scale. After the weekend, when y'all been enjoying, the scale on Monday will tell you if you did what you're supposed to do over the weekend, because most of the time people don't have a problem staying in shape and being fit Monday through Thursday. The problem is, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's when the boredom, because a lot of you guys are just eating just to eat. You eat because you're just used to eating at this time. It's all and I'm happy you guys are accomplishing great things. You guys are really crushing it. So now the weekend comes, they're like, man, you know what? I have that meeting you know, I showed my boss I was doing what I needed to do, and I'm getting promoted. So now I'm gonna go celebrate. And you know, the way we celebrate sometimes is not the best. You know, we're loading up, we're having 5 shots of alcohol, we're having entrees, 2-3 entrees, like it's just too much. So I like to just hold myself accountable by making sure I weigh in every Monday, because that lets me know how much I enjoyed over the weekend and if I did what I was supposed to do. Listen, I'll provide a link in the description below. You guys can get a scale. This is a unique type of scale. What this scale is gonna do is not only is it gonna give you your height and weight, but it's gonna give you your body fat percentage. Because sometimes the scale can be a little bit tricky. I've noticed myself, my weight has gone up on the scale. I'm like, but I've been eating healthy, I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Why is my weight going up? Because we're gaining muscle, and muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're really lifting weights and you notice your strength numbers are going up in the gym, then that's why this scale is going to be so helpful in giving you a realistic view. If your body fat percentage went down, that means you probably gained muscle because you've been in the gym. So, you know, make sure you got to step on that scale, and, you know, don't run from accountability. Like, it's okay if sometimes, you know, the scale goes up, the weight on the scale goes up, and I'm like, man, you know, okay, this week I just need to work a little bit harder. Like, being fit is not about being fit tomorrow. It's not about being fit next week. It's not about even being fit next month. It's about being fit for the rest of our lives. You know, having kids. You know, we're gonna have kids. We're gonna be 60. We're gonna be 70 years old, 80 years old. So, it's a lifestyle. So all the scale's gonna do is just tell you what you need to dial in on. Sometimes, you know, I do enjoy myself over the weekend, and my weight on the scale has still gone down. So I'm like, okay, bet. So when I see that, that lets me know, like, okay, maybe I can have a little burger here and there, and it kind of gives me an indication on how my body responds to things, because everyone's body is different. So by just checking those numbers, you'll be able to see how much breathing room you have, how much you can eat out, because everyone's body is different. So that's tip number 4. Make sure you get on the scale so you can see those numbers. Do you have anybody that pushes you in the gym or holds you accountable?
I push myself in the gym. Really, I do.
Okay.
But yeah.
So tip number 5, you want to make sure you get an accountability partner. So this is the thing, guys. Yes, I like to think that I push myself in the gym. She thinks that she pushes herself in the gym, and that's not to say that that's not the case. Yeah. But when, you know, someone else from the outside looking in may be able to see areas of weakness or areas that you need to work on or improve that you can make, you know, having, you know, gym partners. Like, there's a guy I work out with, Johnny B. I'm sure you guys see him in other videos. Johnny B pushes me, he challenges me. So I really highly recommend getting an accountability partner, and maybe scheduling. For me, I know Fridays, a lot of time my Friday lifts, I don't really like to do Friday lifts, which is shocking. But yes, the truth is I don't really like to do Friday lifts. So by me having an accountability partner, or me having someone that works out with me, I know, okay, I'm not gonna play around. If I'm working out with C, or if I'm working out with Johnny B, I know I'm not gonna play around. I know this is gonna push me to work harder. And also checking in, like, hey girl, is your weight up or down today? Because now you know, like, all right, send me a picture. Now
yeah, I could use that for real, like.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how you're gonna really get that belly fat down. The reason why you guys aren't losing that belly is because y'all have friends and y'all don't talk about these things. You guys, to me, that's not a real friendship. If you have a friendship and you can't tell your friend, like, hey girl, hey. I mean, like, I want friends that hold me accountable, because I want to get better. Like, I'm trying to get better each and every day. Like, there was a point in time I didn't always have abs, and I used to be very, very small, very, very skinny. So it was like, I used to have friends like, man, your arms looking bony, man. And I'm like, really? Every time I used to hear that, I'm like, man, I'm about to go to the gym. Like, I'm about to go to the gym, go do some curls. And, you know, it may not be what you want to hear. And when you hear that at first, it might jolt you and you might not like it. But when you really sit back and you know, think about where the advice is coming from, is it coming from a good place or a bad place? Is it the truth? If your friend's telling you, hey, you know, I'm seeing your stomach, I'm noticing you have weight gain, come to the gym with me, you know, come to the gym with me, girl. A lot of y'all, you know, a lot of women, y'all ain't taking offense to it. And it's like, come on, she trying to help you out.
Yeah, you can't be like that. Like, don't take offense, especially if it's from your homegirl, your best friend. Like, you just listen, maybe, you know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they know you're gonna feel amazing, and that's why they're pushing you so hard, because they know. I've never heard anyone get in shape and say, oh man, like, I regret doing that. Like, I've just never heard it. The most I may hear is, dang, now I gotta keep this up. And that I understand, but it's like, they're just trying to help you out, because they know when you show up and your stomach's on flat, they know you're gonna feel more confident. They know that you're gonna attract more people. Because sometimes, you know, I see some girls, I'm like, man, you know, she a bad ting, you know. But then it's like, you know, she might have had too many burgers. So, you know, your homegirl might be trying to help y'all. And that's tip number 5.
Don't do random workouts, but that's kind of how I started out in the gym. I would kind of like find out what I wanted to work on, and I would look up a specific body part or, what I wanted to work on, and that's where I kind of started out. So you got to be consistent and specific in what you're looking at, but it could help you in the beginning, but definitely don't make it random.
Okay, so I'm happy C gave that perspective on it. So yeah, just to get started, maybe you can reference like some of I know a lot of you guys looking at the influencers and you're looking at them do these workouts, but the reality is a lot of them didn't do those workouts to get where they got today. Believe it or not, those workouts that they do are extremely challenging and unrealistic. If you look at really great strength programs, you'll see that the training is very basic. You have your base sit-ups and your crunches. A lot of times you guys think that you need more, jumping jacks, or backflip jumping jacks. You don't need all of that. And honestly, abs are really built in the kitchen. It's not like everyone has abs. They just have layers of fat over it. So yes, I recommend doing sit-ups and doing crunches and doing weighted ab exercises to really stretch your abs and really build, bigger ab muscles. But I highly recommend, if you want to be able to see your abs, reducing your body fat percentage, because that's what's going to really help get you the true results. So a lot of times you guys are going on Instagram like, oh, you know what, I want to get my abs right, and I see this guy throwing this med ball, so I'm going to start throwing med balls, and that's not what he's doing to really get visible abs.
Yeah, I get you, and I feel like that's facts. Definitely make it a realistic thing. Like, don't try doing no crazy workouts that you see on Instagram. Like, your goals should be very realistic if you want to see actual results.
Tip number 7. This is the most important tip. You want to make sure that you're tracking your food every single day. You're in a calorie deficit. Do you track your food or?
No, I don't. I would like to try though. I'm not sure the best way to go about it because I feel like it's hard keeping up with what you eat every day. I just started last week. I think on Monday I wrote down my breakfast, and then after that, nothing happens because that's hard to keep up with what you eat. And I want to track my protein. That's really what I'm trying to do, my protein intake. But I've been.
Okay, guys, yes, so the tracking app that I use is MyFitnessPal. I'll put that right there. So listen, MyFitnessPal is great. It's really affordable. You can pay the yearly fee. It's not expensive at all. It's I believe it's under $100 for the year. And that way you'll be able to track your food. You can take pictures of your food, so it'll weigh it. If you don't feel like tracking, you can take a picture of your food, or you can take a picture of the label on the bag or whatever you're eating, and it'll automatically put it in there for you. So you're not gonna look like, if you want to look like this, you gotta track your food, okay? Because this didn't happen overnight, okay? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Guys, before I was doing this, I didn't have the body I had, but when I started tracking my food, my body started snapping into shape. So I highly recommend trying to track your food. Even when you go out, you should be tracking your food. All right, guys, so listen, man, I've been working on my physique for a little while now. I done built up the abs. Got it going crazy. You know what I mean? Right, see?
Right, I see it.
You see it? Look, all right, if you had to rate my physique, what am I getting? 1 through 10? What I get? What do I get?
I don't want to give you too much.
Am I flexing?
Out of 10, I'm gonna give you a 9. I'll give you a solid 9. Yeah.
What I need to work on?
I feel like there's always just room for improvement. So I'm gonna just give you 9 just because there's always room.
All right, man. You guys, let me know in the description below. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if it's a 9, 10, 5. Let me know what y'all think. Woo! All right, listen, man, those are 7 tips. If y'all do those 7 tips, I promise you guys will get the results that you want. Also, man, thank you. If you made it this far to the video, man, thanks so much, man. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you guys get the ebook. And listen, if you guys watch this video, man, you guys locked in with me, man. It's a family. It's a community. Content Performance CP family. We in this together. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that notification button. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to email me or put a question in the description below, and I will get back to you. Thank you, C, for coming out. Always showing love. I appreciate that.
No problem, man. I'm always here to help,
Yes, sir. Listen, man, Content Performance, we out.